I'll just be looking out.
Oh, you're just looking out the window?
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything to say to people here? Hi.
Hey.
So, thank you for visiting the inn. This is everybody meet Micah's father. This is Tim.
Hey, everybody.
But I think he has something to say.
Well, what we'd like you to do is we'd like you to watch and like this video and share it and subscribe.
I think you got it down. It's pretty good.
Awesome.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, people could comment it if they want to.
You think commenting is good?
If they want.
I mean, is there anything, Gene, that you'd like to add?
Commenting?
No? All right.
Yeah. All right. Comment too. That would be great.
All right. Thank you
you.
very much. That was good.
Awesome.
All right, we're going out to the blueberries because there's some old netting and some PVC pipes on it that we need to remove before we start getting berries on here, which obviously is going to be a couple months, but we want to make sure it's taken off.
I can already see berries on the tree.
Really? Okay, hold on. So you see berries forming already?
Berries on the bush. Look, and they're blue.
Oh my goodness. How? Already? The berries usually aren't ready until July, babe? Pretty sure it's July. Wonder how long it takes.
Might be early, I don't know.
Well, I don't.
I mean, there's tons of them on here.
I know. Well, I remember being up here.
I'm a little worried about the birds getting them.
Well, dear, so you want to leave this on until we have replacement or what?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do either.
We had to lift it up to get the berries last year.
Yeah, we did. But what I'm saying is the netting that's like right here is like connected to the bushes. I feel like it's got to get out of the bushes.
And I actually saw a bird get caught in it last year. Luckily, he got out. But...
Yeah. So, yeah, all this needs to be fixed. See how the netting is, yeah, it's stuck into the actual bush, and we want to get that out of there before there's actually blueberries on the bush. But it looks like the ones up there are already getting blueberries on them.
Yeah.
So it's like, right, it's just kind of falling apart. It needs to be replaced with something better.
Yeah.
There's got to be something that we can do or put together that's not so rickety. I mean, this has stood up for a long time, I'm sure. It worked fine, but it's seen better days. Ooh,
Yeah.
bugs. It's a bug in my ear.
You want to take it down?
I don't know. Unless we have something probably to replace it, we probably shouldn't now that we see berries are already growing. So what do you think, babe? I mean, I'm looking over here at the peach tree.
Okay.
There's buds coming.
It's sagging too much.
Right, so what you're saying is that you could re-drape it?
Yeah, put
With
it
what
back
we
over
have?
and tighten it up.
Right, because it's actually doing its job, but at the same time, we don't want it tangled up in the berry bushes.
It's just,
We can,
it's had its day, that's for sure.
right, it's had its day, but we should build something similar, maybe. Do you think? Or
Probably
just
not out of
netting?
PVC. Yeah, I can make something, I guess.
But while we're here, I want to show the raspberry bushes that we planted. I noticed today that vines are coming up, which is a good sign. Looks like all of them took. So I'll show you what I mean. So there's growth coming out of the cane, but right here on the side of the cane, can you see? Let me show you over here. Same thing. This is raspberry leaves. And more over here. And so forth and so on. So those are coming along nice. We should probably see nice full bushes by next year. So we came up with a temporary solution.
Yeah, I'm very tempted. I was very tempted to pull it all down, but Jacky consulted the internet.
Right.
And it was pretty unanimous that the only way to keep birds out of the berries is to have a net on it. So we're gonna leave the netting on. I'm just trying to tighten it up a little bit. my mom gave us these twisty tie things. They're like bread ties. So I'm just trying to sure up the netting so that it's not like on the plants and tangling everything up.
Right. So that's our solution. So we are on an adventure. Micaiah is officially self-employed, working full-time for Mended Wall, and he's currently working on a project in beautiful New England, because there's a lot of old homes in New England. There's a lot of old homes that need some stone restoration, so we are on our way there because there's some work that Micaiah is getting ready for the excavator to come in next week. So I thought I'd take a ride over because he can tell me about this gorgeous house and I want to see it for myself. But we have permission from the homeowner, so don't you worry, I'm not trespassing. We're here at the property, but I just want you to see this gorgeous barn. Oh my goodness. Flanked in lilacs, which I'm sure probably been there for a long time, but isn't that a gorgeous barn? And this is the beautiful old cape, brick cape with a nice L. Let me go see what Micaiah's up to. Beautiful old apple tree. But I think that the job is back here. Ooh, wow, more lilacs. Gorgeous. So Micaiah, can you tell me what's going on here?
Yep. So this is the remains of an old bulkhead that was put in here probably, I don't know how many years ago, but I'm gonna guess maybe 20, and there wasn't really sufficient backfill, so it started to cave in, and the homeowner wanted the Mended Wall to rebuild in stone.
It's gonna be beautiful.
I removed all the cinder blocks, and Tuesday we're gonna have excavation done, and then Andrew and I are gonna put some crushed stone in there on the floor, and then start building the walls out of stone.
Nice.
This is just a temporary cover so that nobody falls in the hole between now and excavation.
All right, just a quick update on the gravestone situation. So I did find out that the gravestone that is over at the meeting house indeed came from the inn. That a former owner, not the last one, but the one before it, found it here. I don't know all the details. And for whatever reason, didn't want it here. He donated it to the Historical Society and they took it. And I asked Joanne, about what she remembered about the stone, and it was in the basement, and she does remember reading the Nichols name on it. She doesn't remember much else about it because she was young, but it was in the basement, and she did read a stone, and it's been confirmed that that stone was from this inn. So now we need to find out if that stone was for grave of Naomi. Did Naomi die in Leominster? Is Naomi buried in Leominster? If so, where? So that is the next plan of action, is to find out about Naomi, now that we know the stone did come from the inn. So stay tuned. One more detail I need to mention. I just want to say that it wasn't uncommon for people of New England to have gravestones at their house, whether they were being used for a grave or not, because they were a solid piece of granite that was very useful and valuable, and old New Englanders didn't throw anything out, especially things of value, so they would find a new purpose for it. So it's not uncommon to have a gravestone somewhere on the property that's not actually used for an actual grave. So I just wanted to put that out there because that is true too. So with that being said, we are going to get to the bottom of it, so just stay tuned. You found the queen?
Yep, she's doing well.
Very nice. Now, can you tell that she's laying eggs? You can probably put that back in there. I mean, can you see where the cells are? You might want to just put her back in.
Yeah,
and pull out another one
Yeah.
and see if you can see that if she's laying. But you found the queen, so she's alive and well.
Yep.
Congratulations, babe. Good job.
I got the smoker over here too, so it's helping.
Yeah, and it's blowing in your direction.
Yeah. I just want to see if I can see any of the pupae or whatever you call it, larvae or something.
Right. So they're building out the comb. You can see that. Let me zoom in.
What's the red stuff?
I can't see any red stuff.
There's red stuff in here.
Do you want me to come over there? Oops.
If you want to look at it.
Yeah, I don't have any protective gear on. Honey, is this fence on?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to walk over this. Hold on here.
I see that in a lot of places.
Oh, that's not red stuff, honey. That is pollen. They're
Foraging?
yeah.
I
Oh wow, they're building out the comb really
I
nicely.
can't tell if the queen
she's
is
laying
laying
yet.
or not.
Well, it might be too soon because they're building the comb out, but if she's in there and she's busy
Yeah.
and they're building out the comb, it looks like they're doing a good job. We don't want to mess around with them too much. Let them get back to their work.
Yep.
Good job, honey.
Okay, so I didn't bring the brush, which I should have.
Dang it all. I know, we need to bring the bee brush. It's in with our stuff. We need to make sure we have it by the door. They're all over you now.
I got a tick on me too.
Yeah, well, I'll worry about that one later. The hazards of beekeeping. I want to make sure that
I don't want to
squish them. I know there's a whole bunch of them under the cover. That's where the food was, right? So now you're putting the new food on the top of the lid.
Want to make sure.
That the holes are not being covered. Yeah, get the little guy out of there. Good job, babe. You found the queen. They're working hard. You changed out the food. You don't want to forget your hive tool. We got the smoker.
Last time I left
The jar.
leftovers here.
Yeah, and they took it. And they ate
They
it.
just ate it all.
Well, then you might as well just leave it. There's no big deal, right?
Yeah, because they can just eat from both.
Yeah. Very nice.
I'll put that stone on the top.
Okay. And then call it
Alright,
another
that's
day.
Good news.
That-
We found the queen. The queen's alive. The bees are building comb. They've built out nearly 5 frames already. And if she's not laying now, she will be soon. The Tyler told me that the worker bees live about 40 days. So it's imperative that she start laying. That's why we needed to make sure that she's still alive. So.
Right, we'll check soon to make sure that she's laying in a couple more days. Okay, babe. Good job. So here comes Richard and Micaiah on his, I believe, 1927 Doodlebug. These were tractors and cars, both back in the day. Where are you going?
We're gonna go down the field in this little doodlebug here. I'm gonna show them the trees that I want to remove.
All right, have fun. The trees out back right in front of them to the right are kind of scrub trees that have kind of just grown up over the past several years that Micaiah wants to have removed to open up the field a little more, because once, you know, they take hold and they grow, I mean, it's basically a forest in there. So he's showing Richard exactly which ones he wants or what he wants taken out, because Richard's going to be helping removing them. So someone's been complaining that there's nothing to do in the country. And yes, I got a boo-boo. Look at this. I hit my head today and it hurts a lot. But anyway, Solomon's been complaining about there's nothing to do here. So just hold on. Let me show you what he's been up to. So what are you doing, Solomon?
Let's just say I'm decreasing the surplus bug population.
Black flies?
Anything.
What do you got in your hand?
This is a bug zapper paddle, and I press this button here. And then over there, I have a dying bug light that
Come out and
seems
see
to
it.
work plenty fine. But let me turn on
I'm
a
gonna
light
demonstrate.
here so you can see just how attractive this is to the bugs. I don't know if you can
Oh, yeah.
see just how many are swarming, but that's where the paddle comes in, because I can have, you know.
So this is your country entertainment, killing black flies?
You know, to be honest, I don't really know what these things are, but whatever it is, it's entertaining. I guess. I mean, they're black flies. You know, they both pop the thing the same, so
Okay.
they could be black flies.
All right. Good night. I'm tired.
Good.
My head hurts.
Well, I'll be out here.
All right. Thanks. Bye. Guys, it's time to get these into the ground. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Actually turned out to be a really good night for planting. The sun is behind the clouds. It's not windy. And it's not overly hot. So we are planting. Okay, we got quite a few rows here of basically tomatoes and peppers. And we did get some help from my daughter and her friend. And I would have videotaped it, but we have been so busy planting, we just don't have time. But I thought I'd show a little video of my husband doing a little bit of planting right here, because we're almost done, thankfully. And then we just got to water it and just pray. How's it going, babe?
That was good.
Can I see
Almost done.
Can I see your face? Hi. Looks good.
Okay.
Thanks, babe.